Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the webinar held by Around.com. This is a career advice we dedicated to babysitter and nannies. So this is a webinar about how can you become a successful babysitter or nanny. First of all, let me briefly introduce our company to you. We are an online database and platform for babysitters, nannies, cleaners, and some other small service providers. We try to match the requirements of the public users on location, rate, and schedule. We also provide some special features such as booking, messaging, and calendar management. Now, let me show you how Around.com works. We invite you to join our network by providing your details of service you provide. You create a profile and align your Google Calendar with us. Other service providers will join our network exactly as you do. Then, say one day, Mr. Billy wants to find a nanny to look after his 2 little daughters. He will start to search on our website based on his preferences. Our system will start matching his preferences in our database, such as location, availability, experience, and charge rate. Let's say, based on his preferences, our system recommended you as the best match. He will start to book your service based on available date and time. Once he completes the booking, our system will send you a request for confirmation immediately. You can either accept or decline the request. Once you confirm, our system will send you confirmation to Mr. Billy, and your calendar will be updated with the confirmed booking details. Our system will also remind you the upcoming event via your computer, your SMS, and Google Calendars. And after you complete your job, Mr. Billy may review your service. You will probably get more jobs in the future with the positive reviews. In order to provide you a special perspective from parents, we have interviewed a few parents who have kids of a young age and asked them the below questions, such as when will you consider a full-time nanny, part-time nanny, or babysitter? What are they looking for when they are interviewing a potential nanny or babysitter? What are the most important things they are looking for? And also, if they have any personal experience of a good or bad babysitters. Now, we have produced a special video according to our interviews. Please have a look, and then you probably will gain some insights from your potential customers.
Working full-time in IT 9 to 5 job.
Hi, I am Shikha Kothari. I have my own e-commerce based business and that we operate from home and online. We also have 2 daughters, 8-year-old and a newborn.
Hi, my name is Alice. I am working professional in London in banking industry. I am also a mom and a wife who has a 2-year-old daughter. So sometimes I feel really struggle with balancing work and life.
For our business commitments, we need a babysitter every Wednesday evening for a couple of hours.
For business meetings in evenings and weekends, we had a couple of babysitters at a short notice.
I used to have one full-time nanny just after I gave birth to my first baby. Because of lack of experiences, so I actually need someone to help me.
Somebody who can come with good reviews or references.
For me, accountability and availability is very important, as we are relying on them to take care of the kids so we can go outside and grow our business.
While I was looking for nanny, I would definitely check the qualification. My previous nanny used to work as a nurse, and she also had qualifications in Chinese medicines. So I think she could deal with baby better if she fell sick. She also used to be a nanny for several years, and she had experiences of look after 4 babies before. She had good experiences. Another factor is whether she could live with me for 24 hours. The final factor is I need to balance the pay and also her experiences and the qualification.
I think availability at a short notice and good time management, so that they are arriving on time and making sure all the chores are completed.
From my side, it should be trustworthy and my kids should be comfortable with her.
I would not say exactly bad experience, but sometimes it becomes challenging when we have to go out looking for a replacement at a short notice.
Actually, yes. I think she always on the phone and dealing with personal issues instead of pay attention on my baby. And once she gave me a really short notice, like 2 days, and one day actually I need to take my driving license. So by the end I have to cancel my driving license and also pay for the extra cost.
Yeah, our current babysitter is she's arrives on time and she leaves the house cleaner when she leaves.
Yeah, because she had experiences before as a nurse and also had experiences of taking care of 4 babies. She actually can easily comfort my baby, especially when my baby cries.
After the video you watched, you probably have noticed that parents are looking for different things between babysitters and nannies. So we have produced the below list, which is called Good versus Bad Babysitters, to give you a hint on what parents are looking for. So the signs of a good babysitter include children are warming up to see the babysitter, and one of the critical things mentioned by a lot of parents is that the babysitter should arrive on time and call to let parents know if they are unexpectedly running late. Other things include make an effort to stay connected with the parents and the children, and quite intuitively that the child should be clean and tidy and not have accidents. Signs of a bad babysitter are quite the opposite way. Things like children seem to be afraid of the babysitter and not warmed up to see the babysitter are usually suggestions to the parents that the children are not connected. One of the special points we want to mention is that if a babysitter is keeping a secret daily routine, this could raise a suspicion to the parents. Hence, we provide you the below tips for babysitters. First of all, your safety should be as important as the safety for the kids. Second of all, as you are in a service industry, You should know from your customers that what is expected and get prepared for it. Thirdly, it is always good to make notes and plan ahead. This will bring you confidence and peace of mind. Also, it is better to be an entertainer instead of a friend to the kid that you are looking after. This means it is better for you to take control in the relationship between you and the kid. Set up your schedule and let the parents know is also helpful, as the families you work for could get a reasonable expectation from you on when you could arrive. Last but not the least, knowing some basic childcare responsibilities and techniques such as first aid, CPR, or medicine are very helpful as well. Now, let us turn to nannies about our advice and tips. Let us see the difference. Unlike babysitters who are normally young teenagers and college students, nannies are normally considered to be more professional in the childcare business. They are considered to be full-time or part-time employees for the families instead of contractors. They are also different compared to childminders because they do not need to be registered and expired by law. Despite that, many nannies join the voluntary part of the Ofsted Childcare Register or the Childcare at Home approval schemes in Wales. There is also no legal requirement for nannies to have specific childcare training or have a disclosure from the Disclosure and Barring Service. And here are some tips for nannies from Around.com. First of all, be on time. No matter you are a part-time or full-time nanny, you need to show up on time to build up your fundamental trust with the parents and the family. You need to respect boundaries and don't gossip. This means that you should not give impression to the parents that you are working on personal issues instead of looking after their babies. Also, gossip about the families you are working for is highly unprofessional. Third of all, recognize opportunities to help and volunteer when you can have. This will show a can-do attitude. All in all, it is about being honest on what you can and you can't do and build up the trust with the family you work for. The next section of our webinar is about tips for time management. As you probably have noticed, be on time and give your customers a good estimation on when you arrive can give a good impression to the families you work for. That is why we think time management skill could be an important factor in the success of being a babysitter or nanny. We would like to consider Around.com as a company that strives to utilize technology to enhance time management for both suppliers and public users. That's why we produce this section for you, and hopefully you could find it helpful. Let's have a look at some general tips. You could easily find online topics on time management. We believe below 4 tips are quite helpful. First of all, you should keep a to-do list. This is a reminder system to tell you when you need to do what. Don't try to remember everything in your head, as this is always a recipe for disaster. In these days, there are also modern electronic systems to send you an email notification on your tasks. After you have identified your tasks, you could break down them into small pieces and prioritize the urgent and important things. When you got time, you can identify areas in your life where you are wasting time on and try to reduce them. You probably have spent many hours on waiting for a bus or traveling. This time is not what you can eliminate, but you could always utilize them to do something meaningful. We would also like to introduce some free time management tools to you. These are online applications that can help you save time tremendously and manage time efficiently if you could get used to them and use them frequently. Apps like Google Calendar could manage your schedule and share it with others instantly online. It could also sync with all your appliances. Apps like Evernote and Dropbox have cloud-based functions where you could easily put down your files or ideas and not going to worry about backups. With the current trend of voice control, voice assistants such as Siri or Google Now have developed into a very user-friendly stage that you could easily speak out your need, and your virtual assistants will help you to set up a schedule or perform many functions, saving you plenty of time on browsing, searching, and typing. We have built up our website with a connection with Google Calendar as a time management tool to show parents on what time a specific babysitter or nanny would be available. It is quite easy to use and have the function of a real-time alignment. It also allows a booking to be pushed directly to your Google Calendar. In order to help you to utilize our online platform better, we want to show you quickly on how to align your Google Calendar with us. We have produced the below content in a video, and you could easily find it on YouTube in our channel. Now, let me show you how to align your Google Calendar with us. Alright, you will see you are requested to put some Google Calendar ID with us. You can find this section at the last step of registration as a supplier. So, in order to find your Google Calendar ID, you simply go into Google. Alright, you can find a normal Google like this. On the right hand side, you can find sign in. So just choose sign in because I already have a Google account. I can just simply sign in, or you can add account or create a new account. You can create a new account. You don't have to have a Google Gmail address. You could simply use your old mail such as Yahoo or Hotmail, but you need a Google account, so you can do that section through here. Now let's go back. Alright, so I will choose one of our testing accounts. Once you log in, you can go to your calendar. You will find the apps through the right hand side corner again, and calendar is on the right hand side. Once you logged in, you can find on the left hand side there's a list of my calendars. Normally you should just have your default one. To find out the Google Calendar ID, simply go into Calendar Settings, scroll down a little bit, and the Calendar ID is under this section. You can find that this one should be the Google account you create. So simply copy this section to the Google Calendar ID section, and then make sure you choose yes under the share schedule part. Submit. And anytime Around.com will send you a message through Google that we want to have your offline access, simply choose accept. Now your calendar is aligned with us. Now let's quickly try if the alignment is successful. Let's put a testing event around 9 to 11:30. You create the event, and you should be able to see this event in your Google Calendar. Here you go. Now go back to your personal profile and simply refresh the tab, refresh the page, and here you go. You can see 9 to 11:30 a.m. on Tuesday. So your potential customers will see you are busy during this time on Tuesday and won't book you. Well, here are all how to align your Google Calendar with us. Thanks for watching. And alright, that is all for AnytimeAround.com webinar on how to become a successful babysitter or nanny. If you have any questions, please rate in our channel of YouTube, or you could always comment on our Facebook and Twitter and Google+. Thank you all for today.